Hi, Linda. How you doing? Okay, so first of all, I just want to say your effort in the last couple of weeks is really showing. I'm really glad that you got, this is starting to click with you, and I think you're doing very well. So I want to go through your presentation here, and a couple of general comments. One, I want to make immediately because it just hit me really, really hard when I was going through your presentation that you have this really overwhelming tendency to want to center your type. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Okay, this is a centered composition. This is a centered composition. This is a centered composition. Again, that's good. Again, 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 again. So you're really showing this is a center aligned composition. This is. So you're just really, really showing this overwhelming propensity to want to center everything. And the problem with the centering things is that it doesn't activate the negative space on either side of the design. So in other words, this would look a lot different if this LS was over here. And then over here, you had Linda Sanchez, graphic designer, left aligned and aligned with that. So you'd have your logo here. And then over here, you would have Linda Sanchez, graphic design. So it was nice and aligned. And you could even make the logo bigger as long as the bottom aligned or something like that. There's got to be alignment somewhere other than center alignment. Try that. I think you'll be pleased. So I want to look at this because when I opened it, it was large like this. So I really noticed this off the get. This is really pixelated. So that you can't use. Let's get that cleaned up. I'm not real sure how that got like that, but as you can see, look how crisp that vector type is here, and then look how this looks like it was probably placed as a bitmap. So I would reformulate your logo, make sure it stays in vector while you place it in your new work. That way it'll stay every bit as clear as this type right here, okay? So let's back out of that a little bit, and okay, so yeah, you would have your Linda Sanchez. This is exactly right. Your Linda Sanchez, your hello. This is your introduction page. And then you would go here. Now, what I would do is I would definitely have a blank page between the introduction page. So you go introduction page, blank page, then your personal identity. Okay. You know, I'm not really sold on this big box around your work. I think it's just confining everything. I feel like I'm getting squished in to the composition. So I would rethink that. It's a really a common practice for design students to want to put things in boxes, and it makes sense. I mean, that's what we do in our lives to organize things. We put things in boxes. It doesn't quite work like that in design, though. So you want to really watch what you put in boxes. In design terms, it says things a little bit differently, like that things are kind of isolated and can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? These look good. This right here is a different. You've got a box around this one right here, but not around your logo. So that's an inconsistency that will have to be addressed. This page looks good. However, I would take this into 2 pages because magazine cover and page layout are almost insinuating these are 2 of the same piece. And we can clearly see that that's a different size than that. So it raises just kind of a little bit of confusion. So I would want to just avoid that by, let's just, I just saw something I might maybe want to think about doing. You've got each piece, but nothing is described. So in other words, you have, if in this page here, let's say in this page here, you had this magazine cover, and then you move that to another page, and you had section 2 collateral design magazine cover, and let's say you place it about that big so we could see it, and then down here, why don't you do this down here, lined up with your logo down here, just say, take that out of there and bring it down here and say section 2 magazine collateral design, and then say what the project is, magazine cover, what the objective is, create a tech magazine cover, and then the software you use, so InDesign. Okay, so then that would be it. So that would be nice and aligned with that down there. Okay, and then everything, all your type would be in the same spot in the page, and that would be cool. So that would mean that you would have to reconsider this, because that would interfere with that text block that I want you to place down there to keep everything organized, okay? This page looks kind of chaotic because there's no alignment here. Everything is just like splattered, okay, like bam, bam, and this is over here, this is here, this is here, this is here. Nothing's aligned. There's no real organization. So think about why this page looks the way it does, a little chaotic. This page, you start to look better. This page is definitely looking better, but I want you to start thinking about maybe trying to create a grid whereby, you're using equal spaces in each of the alignment layouts. If you go over here to our course home, in our announcements area, I have this using layout grids effectively. Check that out, because that'll show you exactly how to set up your page so that things can appear to be in grids. So basically what that does is it takes your work and it kind of organizes it in equal increments, making it visually consistent because it has a mathematically correct relationship to each other. So that's the benefit of using a grid. I want to show you something that happens when we change pages real quick. Okay, keep an eye on your logo right here, all right? And I'm just going to buzz through some pages real fast and watch it jump around. See how it jumps around a little bit on every page? That shouldn't move. That should be consistent on every page, okay? So as should that type we're going to place down here. Okay, so then let's go. This page looks good again, just really super congested, and there's no grid. Things are just laid on top of each other, like thrown against the wall. And see how it sticks instead of putting this here, this here, this here, this here. You see what I'm saying? Watch that video; it'll explain everything. Okay, I read that that's on its way. That's cool. This page looks pretty good, but again, let's think about that grid. Your work looks great. I think your work is definitely ready to show. Okay, but just let's work out those little details. As far as the order of your work, I think you're fine. I think you're really good. Okay, so let's address those changes, and we should be ready to start thinking about final presentation. Okay, thanks, Linda.